All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the hottest fantasy series out right now, um, Fourth Wing and Onyx Storm. But it's Romantasy. So what do we do with this for Dungeons and Dragons? So first of all, the Romantasy, the Fourth Wing wave of popularity and millions of readers cannot be ignored by Dungeons and Dragons. We sweep everybody in. We sweep in the Game of Thrones fans. We sweep in the Lord of the Rings fans. We sweep in the Shadow and Bone fans. We sweep in the Witcher fans, and we're not going to just let the Romantasy Fourth Wing. We're not going to let those millions of viewers, those millions of readers, not come into the D&D community. So I've already talked about how we bring in and make a space for everyone who wants to run Fourth Wing Onyx Storm stories in Dungeons and Dragons with the male objectification that is in those stories. But this is me respectfully requesting to Rebecca Yarros to let the rest of the Dungeons and Dragons community interact with Fourth Wing content and Onyx Storm. So Rebecca, my name is Scott Garibay. Rebecca Yarros, my name is Scott Garibay. I'm a dungeon master. I'm part of the D&D community. I read Fourth Wing, and I absolutely loved the Dragon Rider University, but I was appalled at every third paragraph having to be describing one of the male characters' butts. It was just not for me, and it stopped me from going on to read Onyx Storm. I love the dragons. I love the characters. I love the infrastructure. I love the magic system, but I can't get around the male objectification. So, Rebecca Yarros, so that I, as a dungeon master, could run Fourth Wing and Onyx Storm stories within Dungeons & Dragons, could you please release a version of the Imperium series that doesn't have the male objectification, that is simply just the story without the male objectification, right? And because I want to read Onyx Storm, but I literally can't read it because it would be embarrassing if I carried the book anywhere or anybody heard me listening to the audiobook, right? It's just, and also I don't like going through the male objectification parts. But the story, the core story is awesome, and I would love to run, a Fourth Wing Onyx Storm story in Dungeons and Dragons. You don't have to write it. You can give it to any other author who can do it without the male objectification. And I think that might even be cool to have the same story from two different authors. So this is my official request as a dungeon master to get a non-male objectification version of Fourth Wing.